Hello, and welcome here. Have you ever felt the weight of the world resting not on your shoulders, but deep within your heart? A feeling of being too porous, too open, as if every word, every glance, every unspoken expectation from others seeps directly into your soul. You feel everything so deeply, the joy of others, but more often their pain, their anger, their indifference. It leaves you drained, a vessel emptied by the endless. You long for a switch, a way to turn down the volume of the world so you can finally hear the whisper of your own spirit. If this resonates with you, if you are weary of this emotional labor, then I invite you to rest here for a while. Let these words be a gentle balm, a quiet space for you to breathe. Today, we are not going to build higher walls. Instead, we are going to cultivate a garden within them. We will call it insensitivity, but not the kind that is cruel or aloof. This is a sacred insensitivity. It is the art of emotional discernment. It is the quiet courage to protect your inner peace. It is your most invincible psychological weapon, forged not in fire, but in stillness. It is the beginning of coming home to yourself. This journey is about learning what to let in and what to let pass. It is about understanding that your energy is a precious, finite resource, and you are its sole guardian. The power of insensitivity is the power of self-love in its most practical form. It is the realization that you are not required to be a mirror reflecting everyone else's turmoil. You are allowed to be a calm, deep lake, reflecting only the sky above. So take a slow, deep breath. Allow your shoulders to soften. The insensitivity we speak of is a gentle refusal. It is refusing to carry burdens that are not yours. It is refusing to participate in dramas that drain your spirit. It is refusing to believe that your worth is determined by the fleeting opinions of others. It is not about hardening your heart, it is about clarifying your vision. It is learning to see the difference between constructive feedback and destructive criticism, between genuine. This power is not loud. It does not announce itself. It is a silent, unwavering presence within you. It is the quiet confidence that allows you to walk away from a conversation that dishonors you. It is the inner stillness that allows you to hear a criticism without immediately absorbing it as truth. It is the emotional fortitude to say no without guilt, and yes to your own well-being without apology. Think of your leaves may dance in the wind of others' words, but your roots remain deep and unmoved. This insensitivity is the strength of your roots. It is the nourishment you draw from your own soil, your own values, your own truth. The winds will always blow. People will always have opinions. The world will always be loud. Your task is not to stop the wind, but to grow such deep roots that you are no longer afraid of the storm. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every emotion deserves to be your guest. Not every person deserves a key to your inner world. This is not selfish. It is sacred. It is the act of honoring the divine spark within you. True insensitivity is a form of profound respect for the journey of others. It is understanding that you cannot solve their problems, heal their wounds, or live their lives for them. You can offer love, you can offer support. By protecting your energy, you are better able to show up in the world with genuine compassion, rather than exhausted obligation. You begin to understand that being highly sensitive is a gift, but without boundaries, a gift can become a curse. Your sensitivity allows you to perceive the world with incredible depth and beauty. The insensitivity we cultivate is the protective sheath for that gift. It allows you to wield it ensures that your light can shine brightly without being extinguished by the darkness around you. You are not meant to be a sponge, soaking up every drop of negativity in your environment. You are meant to be a lighthouse, standing firm in the storm, guiding others with your steady beam while remaining untouched by the crashing waves. This power is built in small moments. It is in the moment you choose not to reply to It is in the moment you choose to unfollow an account that makes you feel inadequate. It is in the moment you choose to spend an evening in silence instead of at a draining social event. Each choice is a stone laid in the foundation of your inner fortress. You are not becoming unfeeling, you are becoming discerning. You are learning that your peace is more valuable than their approval. You are learning that your clarity is more important than their understanding of you. Let go of the need to be understood by everyone. Most people are navigating their own inner labyrinths. They have little capacity to fully comprehend yours. Seek not to be understood, but to understand yourself. Your own self-acceptance is the only validation that will ever truly set you free. The world may call you distant, cold, or selfish. When you begin to practice this, understand that this is often a reflection of their own discomfort with your changes disrupting a pattern they benefited from. Do not be swayed, stay true to your path. The ones who truly love you will respect your need to protect your peace. They will celebrate your strength, not condemn it. This insensitivity is your permission slip. Permission to disappoint people if it means being true to yourself. Permission to be imperfect. Permission to rest. Permission to rest. Permission to be silent. You do not need to fight the world. You only need to stop giving it the power to disturb your inner state. Your power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering your own responses. It lies not in winning arguments, but in recognizing which arguments are not worth your energy. It lies not in being right, but in being at peace. This is the path we walk today, the path of quiet strength, of gentle refusal, of sacred let the world be as it is. Your focus is the sanctuary within. You are not responsible for how others perceive you. Their perception is a lens crafted from their own experiences, their own wounds, their own stories. You can exist in their mind as a villain, a saint, or a fool, and none of it changes the truth of who you are. Let go of managing their perceptions of you. That is their work, not yours. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your life choices. You do not need to justify your no, a complete sentence. No is a declaration of your boundaries. It is an act of honoring your limits. The more you use it with grace and without guilt, the more you will realize it is a tool of self-care, not an act of aggression. Release the habit of over-apologizing. You do not need to be sorry for taking. Apologize when you have caused genuine harm, but never apologize for being who you are. Your existence is not an inconvenience. Not every battle is yours to fight. Learn to discern between the mountains you are called to move and the streams you are meant to let flow past you. Wasting your energy on every perceived slight or injustice will leave you depleted for the challenges that truly matter. Choose your engagements with wisdom. You cannot force a flower to bloom. You can only provide the right conditions and allow it to unfold in its own time. People change only when they are ready, and your attempts to force it will only create resistance and frustration. Love them as they are, or love them from a distance, but release the burden of their transformation. If these words are finding a home within you, if they are helping to quiet the storms, I invite you to join our community by subscribing. The reactions of others are not a measure of your worth. They are a measure of their own emotional state. When someone is angry, it is their anger. When someone is judgmental, it is their judgment. You can witness it without absorbing it. Imagine their words are clouds passing through the sky of your awareness. You are the sky vast and unaffected. Do not drink poison from another's cup. When someone offers you their bitterness, you are not a repository for emotional waste. Keep your inner environment clean and pure. The need for constant approval is a cage you build for yourself. Every time you look outside for validation, you hand someone else the key to your happiness. Begin the practice of self-validation. Applaud your own efforts. Recognize your own progress. Be your own most compassionate cheerleader. Free yourself from the cage. The more you embrace your authentic self, the more you will confuse those who live inauthentically. See their misunderstanding not as a failure on your part, but as a sign that you are living a life that is truly your own. Let them misunderstand you. Your peace is worth more than their clarity. Stop replaying painful conversations in your mind. By doing so, you are allowing them to hurt you again and again. The event is over. It exists now. Choose to place your attention on the present moment, which is calm and full of potential. You are allowed to outgrow people. Relationships, like all living things, have seasons. Some are meant to last a lifetime, and others for only a chapter. When a connection no longer nourishes you or aligns with who you are becoming, it is okay to lovingly let it go. It is not a failure, it is growth. Honor the memories, but do not cling to the past. People are living complex inner lives filled with their own struggles and distractions. Do not create stories of your own inadequacy in the space of their silence. Grant them grace and grant yourself peace by not personalizing their behavior. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Your well-being matters. Your energy is your life force. Giving from a place of depletion serves no one. Fill your own cup first. When you are full, let go of the fantasy of a future apology that may never come. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. It is the act of cutting the energetic cord that binds you to a past pain. You forgive to reclaim your power, to free your heart from the prison of resentment. You can forgive without ever speaking to them again. The forgiveness happens within you. Recognize the difference between being helpful and being used. A healthy relationship. If you find you are constantly giving to someone who only takes, it is time to reassess the dynamic. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is a prerequisite for a healthy life. The opinions of people who do not share your values should hold no weight. Why would you seek praise from those whose definition of success or happiness is fundamentally different from your own? Surround yourself with a council of trusted voices and let the rest be noise. You'd live your life in a way that feels true and honorable to you, even in the quiet, unseen moments. That is integrity. That is where true self-respect is born. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Their minds are already made up. Your words will only be twisted to fit their narrative. Save your breath, conserve your energy. Your silence is more powerful than any explanation. Be insensitive to your inner critic. Be insensitive to your limiting beliefs. Be insensitive to the voice of fear that tells you to play small. Treat these inner narratives as you would an unwelcome stranger. Acknowledge their presence, and then firmly, quietly close the door. Your inner world is a sacred garden. Be a ruthless guardian of its gates. You decide who and what is allowed to enter. Do not grant entry to negativity, to doubt, to the anxieties of others. Nurture the soil with self-compassion. Water the seeds of your dreams with belief. Allow the sunlight of your own love to help you grow. You are the source of your own peace. Stop searching for it in other people, in achievements, or in external circumstances. Peace is not a destination to be reached. It is a state. It is the conscious choice, moment by moment, to return to the calm center within you, regardless of the chaos without. You are not your past mistakes. They were lessons, not life sentences. To constantly punish yourself for what is already done is to chain yourself to a ghost. Thank the past for its teachings, and then let it go. Every sunrise is an invitation to begin anew. Your only obligation is to the person you are, but you are not her anymore. You have learned, you have grown. Step into the person you are now with grace and confidence. Detach your happiness from specific outcomes. Life is an unpredictable river, full of twists and turns. If you attach your joy to a single destination, you set yourself up for suffering. Learn to find joy in the journey itself, in the paddling, in the scenery, in the feeling of the water beneath you. Be flexible. Solitude is not a punishment. It is a sanctuary. It is in the quiet moments alone that you can finally hear your own voice, untangled from the expectations of the world. Embrace solitude. Seek it out. It is where you will meet your truest self. It is where you will recharge your soul. Your feelings are valid, but they are not always fact. Feelings are like weather patterns. They pass. Acknowledge the anger, the sadness, the fear, but do not let them become the entirety of your inner landscape. You are the sky, not the storm. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's. You are seeing their highlight reel, not their behind. The scene struggles. Your path is unique to you, with its own timeline, its own challenges, and its own triumphs. The only comparison that matters is to the person you were yesterday. You cannot control the economy, the weather, the traffic, or how other people behave. Your struggle comes from resisting what is. The moment you accept what you cannot change, you are free. Focus your energy only on what is within your control, your thoughts, your responses, your actions. This is where your true power lies. Become insensitive to the urgency of the world. Not everything requires an immediate reaction. Most things do not. Consider, then act, or choose not to act from a place of calm intention, not panicked reaction. Your body is your wisest counselor. Learn to listen to its signals. It will tell you when you are tired, when a situation feels wrong, when a person is draining your energy. Your gut feeling, that intuitive knowing, is a sophisticated guidance system. Trust its wisdom above all external advice. The approval you grant your. Look in the mirror and say, I am proud of you. I see how hard you are trying. I love you unconditionally. Make this a daily practice. Become the loving parent to your own inner child. Her healing will be your liberation. Let go of perfectionism. It is a gilded cage that keeps you from living. Life is messy, unpredictable, and beautifully imperfect. Striving for perfection is a recipe for constant. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Give yourself permission to be a flawed, evolving, magnificent human being. Your inner narrative creates your reality. If you tell yourself you are not good enough, you will see evidence for it everywhere. If you tell yourself you are worthy and capable, you will find opportunities to prove it. Become a conscious author of your own story. Be insensitive to the old, disempowered. You have survived every single one of your worst days. You have overcome challenges you once thought were insurmountable. Remember your own strength, draw upon that deep well of experience. The same power that got you through the past will carry you through the future. The universe is not punishing you, it is teaching you. Every challenge is a lesson in disguise. Every heartbreak is an opportunity to learn how to love yourself more deeply. Every failure is a step. Take yourself on dates. Buy yourself flowers. Write yourself love letters. When you learn to enjoy your own presence, you cease to be lonely. You become a whole and complete universe unto yourself. Any connection you make with another then becomes a joyful choice, not a desperate need. This practice of insensitivity brings with it a profound sense of freedom. It is the freedom to be authentic, to live without the heavy cloak of others' expectations. You become an oak tree in a field of swaying reeds. The winds of gossip, criticism, and drama may blow, but you remain grounded, centered, and unmoved. Your energy, once scattered in 1,000 different directions trying to please everyone, now returns to you. It becomes a deep, still reservoir of power that you can use to create the life you truly desire. You find that you have more creativity, more joy. You become a safe harbor for others, not because you absorb their storms, but because you offer them the example of your own unshakable calm. Your peace becomes a beacon. It shows them what is possible. This is the ultimate paradox. By becoming selectively insensitive, you become more capable of genuine, effective compassion. You are no longer acting from a place of depletion or obligation. Your love is not a transaction. It is a pure offering from a heart that is whole and secure in itself. Your decisions are no longer clouded by the fear of disapproval. You gain a clarity of mind that is sharp and true. You know your own values, you trust your own intuition, and you walk your path with unwavering conviction. You are not arrogant, you are self-assured. You are not cold, you are self-contained. Before, you might have felt every glance, interpreted every whisper, and adjusted your posture to fit in now. You walk through that same room encased in a gentle, invisible sphere of your own peace. The noise is still there, but it doesn't penetrate. You are present, you are aware, but you are not permeable. You are sovereign in your own energetic space. This is not a destination you arrive at overnight. There will be days when you falter, when an old wound is triggered, when you find yourself caring too much about what doesn't matter. Be gentle with yourself in these moments. This is not about perfection. It is about intention. Simply notice, without judgment, and guide your attention back to your center. Each time you choose your peace over their approval, you strengthen this muscle. Each time you let a negative comment slide off you like water off a duck's back. Each time you honor your own needs, you cast a vote for your own worthiness. You are the architect of your inner world. The materials you use are your thoughts, your beliefs, and your choices. With this tool of sacred insensitivity, you can build a sanctuary so beautiful and so strong that no external storm can ever destroy it. You become the calm in the chaos. You become the silence in the noise. You become It is the peace that surpasses all understanding because it is not dependent on any understanding but your own. You are the master of your inner kingdom. Rule it with wisdom, with compassion for yourself, and with a gentle, firm insensitivity to all that seeks to diminish your light. You are whole, you are powerful, you are free. I hope these words have brought you a measure of peace, a reminder of the strength that already resides within you. Thank you for being here, for sharing this space of quiet reflection. Carry this feeling of tranquility with you. Until next time.